There you go. Talk about trust. And God and I have been doing a workshop lately. So there's some things that I'm allowed to read, the others I have to just trust that the words that come through me will be what I need to share with you. So thank you for that. So first, we want to get in the right place. By the way, today it represents a very special day for two couples in the world. And they share the same anniversary, Mickey and Minnie, and John and Nancy, 45 years. I just got back. And they actually call each other Mickey and Minnie. And I just came back today and said, you know, it's the 45th anniversary of Walt Disney World this year, and theirs. So obviously, like attracts like, right? That's one of those laws, right? You've been teaching us? So the first thing I want to do is, when I went to Disney, I thought, wow, what a nice thing for those kids to do, bring their parents for a reality check. So first I just want to get into, I'm going to do that, an affirmation that was sent through me for y'all, for us and me. And it's very simple. It just gets us in the right place. Helps us understand who we are. So if you know, feel free to share with me and repeat with me. This is an affirmation, and then we'll go from there. We are the children of the light, living in the land of Chem.
We are the children of the light, living in the land of Chem.
I am a child of the light, living in the land of Chem.
I am a child of the light, living in the land of Chem.
We will play as the children of the light, as we spread love and joy in the land of Chem.
We will play as children of the light, spreading love and
joy in the land of Chem. I will play as a child of light, spreading love and joy in the land of Chem.
I will play as a child of light, spreading love and joy in the land of Chem.
Now we must sound the battle cry. Kaloo!
Now we must sound the battle cry. Kaloo!
There it is. There you guys are. I had to get past all that adult stuff to find you. So a couple things I'll read that I wrote to share with you. I came to learn the art of human beingness because I'm a human being, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, right? To cut another facet in my diamond, which is my soul, so that it will shimmer and reflect back even more brilliantly the light and love of our infinite Creator. So just remember, in all these times in our lives when we are under pressure, that God is helping us as co-creators to shape our beautiful souls. Truth. What is truth? The answer is in the question, for truth is what is. Truth transcends the realm of polarity. It has no opposite. Lies are the language of fear. Truth has a forked tongue, for it is both nectar to the seeker and venom to the darkened. When we look at the eye of Horus, we see that it's only one eye and not two. This image is a visual representation of the singularity of truth. There is no duality and no opposite. There is no polarity to which it is expressed. It does not display aspects of masculine or feminine, for it is singular and universal, and applies to all from the all. Truth is beyond the ideas of right and wrong, because eventually both paths Again, eventually both paths lead us to the same place. If love is God's presence and grace is God's hand, then truth is God's voice. Men's response in this dialogue of truth is pure joy and enlightenment. God's presence is a dialogue of truth as pure joy and enlightenment. Universal laws each contain an aspect of the truth, but none individually contain the whole. There are no bad people or things, but there are many bad ideas. Isn't that the truth? Pray daily to always see the truth in all things, and this shall surely set you free. Let me say that again. Pray daily to always see the truth in all things, and this shall surely set you free. A lot of S's in that. For the truth of the matter is, we are the matter of truth. For many of us, our beliefs and philosophies stand for the truth. A belief is a concept made up to be the truth by the small mind. Then we cling to it like a possession or an idol. These beliefs are like leaves on a tree, moved by the wind, but it is not the wind that moves our beliefs. It is the truth. Our beliefs are only temporary as they eventually blow off of the tree, falling to the ground only to be replaced by new ones. We are all here to learn the whole truth of who we are. So don't be a leaf and cling so hard to old beliefs and ideas. Instead, become a beautiful ship sailing on the sea of faith to great adventures and discoveries. Let us set our sails high, and the winds of truth will surely carry us all home. That was given to me by good people up there somewhere, and here somewhere, around us somewhere. The five senses can't quite get that one. These are our practice senses, you know. We're just practicing with five. We'll get five more.
One more. Six.
If there's five more. The bridge of light. So this is one I have to go off script. Okay. So, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too well. I mean,
Hello. So I'm going to tell you a story about little Billy and his dad, and they're going to, it's their day to go to the carnival. It's a big carnival filled with many, many, many things. Billy's about 8 years old, and his father decides, you know what? I think it's time for him to go on his own for a minute. So he takes Billy to the front of the park. And Billy's been excited all week. He knows he's going to go to this great adventure. And so his loving father takes him to the gate and says, okay, Billy, this one you're going to do on your own. He looks at his father. He says, what, me in there all by myself on my own? And his father says, look, I'm going to be over here. I have this little light, this flashlight, and you'll see it because it's one of those laser LED lights. He goes, if you look far across the park, I'm going to the other end. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this carnival, of this adventure, of this Disney World. Then I'm going to let you go on your own because you're a big guy now. You're 8. And he says, okay. Of course, he's got to be the big man. Here's his dad right there. He says, he pulls up, says, okay, I'm going in. He says, just remember, if you ever have any doubts, if you ever have any fears, always know. Just look over there and I'll flash that light for you. So he goes, okay. So Dad takes off and Billy goes in and wow, he sees. So he goes onto his first rise. He looks and goes onto this ride, sees this ride, and it's one of those. He's like, wow, that's cool. His father gave him a couple warnings, of course, before. We have to, don't stay on one ride too long, right? And, just make sure that you always remember that I'm there with my. So just look if you ever have doubts. So I said, okay. So he went to the first course ride he came to was one of those ones that goes around, and I got on it, goes really fast, but it just keeps going around and around and around, the roundy round ride. He got on it, and he got off and listened to his father, take his advice and he'd stay on that ride. But he looked back and he saw many, many people on that ride that stayed on that ride. And they were clung to that ride, and of course what was happening? They were getting sick. So he went to the next ride. This was the fun house. Fun house. He went in there, and in that fun house was all these things that just didn't appear quite the same. They were all different. His body looked different, and there was craziness, and there was illusion, and there was all these things that, but he knew because he went in there that it wasn't real. But for a moment, he got trapped in there. He's like, what's happening? And he thought about, okay, I know my dad's out there with that light. I'll find my way out. And eventually he did. He said, well, that was good. I won't have to repeat that one. But then he looked back, and of course he saw all those people stuck on that one. They just kept going in over and over and over. And they all lost their orientation of what was going on. They thought that was the real world. And then, of course, went to the exciting one, the haunted house. And he went on that one. Oh, that was great. Great. This was the biggest attraction of the whole park. Everybody was in that one. So many people in that one, so many coming, so many going, but many, many got stuck on that one. They got trapped in there. And he said, well, guys, remember, you just came in. This is not where you're from. This is not where you're supposed to be. It's just a ride. It's not real. But they've been in there so long, they could not see that it wasn't real. And then he went to the other shops, and he saw the people. Oh, there's them. Well, they're at the food counter. Some of them have never left the food counter. Those turkey legs are awful good. Snow cones. But look, guys, there's all these rides. Why are you stuck? Why are you sitting here? There's all these rides. There's all these great things. But a lot of them were stuck there. Then he went to those guys, the carnies. And he saw, wait a minute, everybody, there's so many people that are stuck. But he went and he experienced it. And at the end of the day, he kept saying, there's that light. And at the end, he took his father's advice. He didn't get stuck on any of those rides. And at the end, he met his father and went back home. Okay, now I get to share some more stuff with you. Okay. So, I guess if you're here, we're all here to help build this bridge of light for ourselves and, of course, to others. If you notice the computer age, if we really look at it as little Billy, and we see that the computer is merely a hologram of our subconscious and intellect's mirror. The computer, get it? Apple?
Oh, jeez.
Come on, it's not complicated. If you just look, it's simple stuff. Like, Billy can understand this, right? It's the intellect's mirror, but remember it's backwards, upside down, and it's a toy, a gadget, and it's a tool. But it also gives us glimpses of our true potential. It's God's toys that He gets us learn from. It's one of them. But just always remember, you can't serve two masters, right? So you are the master. It serves you. You do not serve it. We all come here with people to help us, our brothers and sisters, and mostly in spirit. We're all here as physical representations of our truth, of our nature, which is spirit. So, a couple things. I'll just share with you what I wrote. They are mirrors of our true, unified potentials, tools and gadgets in physical evolutionary plane. But they're a double-edged sword. Without consciousness, awareness, and discernment, we have the risk of creating a false God, an antichrist, pure man-made replacement of the source, into a one-dimensional, unfeeling abomination of our Maker. Sorry, just writing down what I hear. Always align with the force of the source. Final questions in everything. What are we co-creating? Will it serve our brothers and sisters? Will it make our father or mother shine? Father and mother, mother, father. And can or does it reflect back to us our true spiritual identity? If you're not sure, you know who to ask. I'm going to get to the fun stuff in a minute. Soul and science are on a journey together in search of unity, harmony, and balance. Let me say that again. Soul and science are on a journey together in search of unity, harmony, and balance. One outcome will be restoration, the other destruction. It is solely, excuse the pun, up to us. But don't worry. All hell must break loose before heaven can be born. All hell must break loose before heaven can be born. Okay, now I just brought a special gift for one of my good friends and spirit buddy here. It's brought directly from the Magic Kingdom. Yoda Quotes! If you're looking for structure right now, there ain't none. We're just playing. Okay, are we ready? You can give me a 5. After this, I'll wrap things up and maybe, hopefully, get the whole thing in one little. So I've got some Yoda Quotes, awesome, and some other ones. A couple came through me and a couple from TV. And okay, so try not, do or don't. There is no try. You must feel the force around you. If you choose the quick and easy path, an agent of evil you will become. The dark side clouds everything, impossible to see the future it is. Mind what you have learned, save you it can. It's a lot of it, he's talking to Skywalker, but also talking to others.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you repeat the last one?
Yeah. Mind what you have learned, save you it can.
It can or can't?
It can.
Oh.
C-A-N. Named must be your fear before banish it you can. Named must be your fear before banish it you can. You must unlearn what you've learned. Wars not make one great. Luminous being are we, not this crude matter. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Oh, I found that out.
Luke, this is from Luke, I cannot believe it. That is why you fail. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Empty space is not nothing. It is a powerful something. Learn to see it. If no mistake have you made, yet losing you are, a different game you should play. If no mistake have you made, yet losing you are, a different game you should play. It's all around us, TV too. When you look at the dark side, careful you must be, for the dark side looks back. Lost a planet, Obi-Wan has? How embarrassing. My ally is the Force, and powerful ally it is. To answer power with power is not the Jedi way. Only three more. To be a Jedi is to face the truth and choose. Give off light or darkness. Be candle or the night. In the dark we find ourselves. A little more knowledge lights our way. Do you think Yoda stops teaching just because his students do not want to hear? A student Yoda is. Yoda teaches like drunkards drink, like killers kill. Truly wonderful the mind of a child is. Find your rhythm. Here's from the TV. Find your rhythm and keep on grooving. Life cereal. A prophecy misread could have it been. You will find only what you bring in. Decide you must how to serve them best. If you leave now, help them you could, but you would destroy all for which they have fought and suffered. Don't assume anything, Obi-Wan. Clear mind must be if you are to discover the real villains behind this plot. You will know the good from the bad when you are calm, at peace, passive. A Jedi uses force for knowledge and defense, never for attack. Always pass on what you have learned. Always in motion the future is. Through the Force, things you will see, other places, the future, the past, old friends, long gone. Groupon. There are haves and have-nots. If you are going to own something, own the experience. And a couple. Vice and virtue are divided out in equal amounts. Vice and virtue are divvied out in equal amounts. Judgment is limitation's twin. The stumbling and stepping stone are the same rock. Thank you.